परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
Namaskaram. Today we are blessed to have this opportunity to pay a tribute to our dear Guru Sri KND Centenary. We delve into the intricacies of his Varnams today and we try to explore the subtle nuances that have gone into these compositions by him. Uma and Pavitra join me in this sacred exploration. A Varnam is the most important item in the repertoire of any Bharatanatyam program. So it is almost the backbone of every program. So the longer the Varnam, the more difficult it is. It means that the dancer is even better. So this time we have chosen two Varnams. One is in Adi Thalam. It is Adi Sivanai It is set in Thodi Raagam. And the other is Maa Moham in Natya Kurinji, set in Rupaka. So we've chosen two of very, very different talams and very, very different ragams as far as the bhava goes. Isn't it, Uma?
Yeah. Yes, the Thodi Varnam is the Thodi Ragam itself. It's very beautiful. And the Nayika is Lord Shiva. It shows his valor and grandeur. And this Varnam, the Pallavi and the Anupallavi, lends itself to Sanchari Babas. And the Jathi composed for this is very long and it is very complicated and challenging with 27 Krataktarikritams and beautiful carveys in between. Re, ke, ta, ta, ka, jam, jam, ta, jam, ta, ka, rum, ta, ka, tim, ta, ke, ta, 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 ti, ke, ta, ta, ka, ta, re, ke, ta, ta, ka, jam. Jam, kita ta, jam, ta, rum, ta, tim, ta, ke, ta, ka, ta, kita ta, te, kita ta, jam, ta, rum, ta, tim, ta, kita ta, ti. Kita taka tadi kita taka jam tada rum taka tim tak kita taka to kita taka tadi kita taka jam taka rum taka tim tak kita taka di taka tadi kita taka jam taka rum taka tim tak kita taka tum kita taka tadi kita taka jam taka rum taka tim tak kita taka nam kita taka tadi kita taka jam taka rum taka tim tak kita taka to kita taka jam ka rum ka tim tak kita di kita taka jam say Kajam tarum kadim takita ta kita takata jam tarum ti kita takata jam ta tom kita takata jam tarum nam kita takata jam ta kita takadi kita takatom kita takanam kita takata kita takita kratagutar krutom 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 ta kita takita kratagutar krutom 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 ta kita takita kratagutar krutom
In this Varnam, the Nayika goes searching for her Lord Shiva. She goes to all the places where Shiva's kshetras are, and she describes him in all his glory and goes searching for him and seeking to be one with him. Shiva, as a lord among Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, has the unique distinction of keeping his consorts hidden within his body. Whether it is the Ganges, tumultuous Ganges, whom he curtailed, curbed and merged with his tresses, or it is Parvati in his Lasya and Tandava dance, where he has kept her as Ardhanari, along with him, merged with him.
உடலில் பெண்ணை மறைத்தே இருப்பானடி பாதி உடலில் பெண்ணை மறைத்தே இருப்பானடி பாதி உடலில் பெண்ணை
The next jati that we have chosen in this lecture demonstration, because we had to concise both the Varnams, we took the essence of what we thought was important to showcase the differences between the two Varnams. So now we have taken the jati, which is Tattak Gatti Takata Jamtarita Kritikata Dalanku. So this was called the Dalankuta jati, and this is something that we wanted to showcase in this demonstration.
Talangu 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 ta Kratuku targutum talangu 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 ta Kratuku targutum talangu 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 ta Kratuku targutum.
These both the Varnams, can be performed only by experienced dancers because they have to bring in their expressions.
So it has to come from within.
Yes. So that is very important.
Right, and I remember my own experience of dancing Adi Sivanai in the on a huge stage at the Tanjavur Bharadeshwara temple in front of like the Nandi as the stage, and the stage itself was so vast, couldn't see past, the sea of people. It was an exhilarating sort of an experience, and once the performance started and we were just two people on stage, I think beyond a point we just somehow been transported and felt completely connected with the bhakti to, the Shivalingam that was actually sitting right behind us. It was just absolutely fabulous.
That was an awesome experience.
Yes.
I was also there. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you all were. So,
The Natya Kurinji Varnam is different from the Thodi Varnam in that the Thodi is a Pada Varnam, whereas Natya Kurinji is set in the Swara Jathi pattern. And Swara Jathis are recent compositions around the 17th century or so, during the Marathas, the Nayaks and Maratha period. These Swara Jathis were composed, and the difference is in the Muktai Swaram, where instead of the Swaram and Sahitya, we have the Swaram and the Sorkatu or Jathi. Some Swara Jathis have Sahityams, but the Maa Moham Varnam does not have a Sahityam in the Swara Jathi. And here also the Jathis, were long and very beautiful.
In fact, Uma, I have performed this Maa Moham so many times on stage, and every time the experience was so special. And Master used to make the jathis even more complicated every time. And the Varnam used to last for about, more than 45 minutes to an hour. So it was a huge Varnam. So at the end of it, you're exhausted physically.
Yes. Yeah.
But mentally, it is so charging because
you're
you have
energized.
to. Yeah, you're so energized because you're putting so much of emotion to it. And it is the, pining for the Lord. And then you're asking the sakhi, for help. You're begging her, pleading with her. So, it kind of puts you into a surreal plane, which, makes you feel that you're, one with the Lord. It's so meditative. And this is something that I enjoyed performing. And Maa Moham used to be my favorite Varnam to perform.
Everyone's favorite. Also, I would like to say one thing. Appa, every time he conducts a performance when the jathis are recited, for the carways, he used to fill it differently.
I know, it used to be
And
so
even the
challenging.
dancers, they
will
will
not know what to
They
expect.
will not be aware of it.
Right.
I remember.
I heard about this.
Yes, I remember
It's such a challenge.
in the thing where, takka dimmi, takka, takitta, he used to say takitta, 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 takitta. And my God, it used to, put you off guard.
Unless you pay attention, you will never
get it right.
know what he is going to say.
And அவருக்கு வந்து அந்த ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் நான் குறுக்கு தட்டி அவ வந்து சாதிச்சிட்டா பண்ணிட்டா நான் used to be so
Also, if a student does not, does not respect him, he so on stage, he'll say, "Pare, avla enna pandra inniki." And he will just make her, they will just look. They won't know what to do. And all very senior dancers,
Correct. I was sitting in the front row when one very senior dancer was doing
yes.
it. And she just stood like this and looked.
She just looked at him, she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And he will just look at us and
Give a nice smile about the whole thing.
So
it was a game. It was so much fun at that point.
And as I experienced and as I started growing up into my late teens, every performance used to be a dialogue between me and Master alone. And everybody else would kind of go into the background. So it was as if he was conducting the show and I was performing. So it was so beautiful, Uma. I still recall a program that I did in Krishnagan Sabha, which was so awesome that it left me, in tears at the end of it.
Second Pallavi in the Maa Moham Varnam is Poomaran Kalayum Payude Bahai Solladi. In this, as Sanchari, the 5 different flower arrows of Manmada can be done. First is the lotus, and when he showers the lotus arrow, it induces thought.
The memories, the beautiful memories, the sad memories, everything induced in the brain. How beautiful.
Yes. Then the second one is the mango flowers.
The mango flowers.
And
oh my God.
When it is thrown
it falls on you and your nerves tingle. So this is the sensation created in the nerves.
Yeah.
So I think it is Manmada in the brain, in the nerves, and what it does to the Nayika.
Yes. And the third is the jasmine.
Wow.
And the jasmine, when when the jasmine arrow is showered, she refuses to eat.
Oh my God.
She cannot drink.
She loses her appetite.
Yes.
Completely.
And she cannot sleep. She cannot
Not able
eat.
to sleep. So all daily activities become a big bore.
Yes. And then the fourth one is the Ashoka flower.
Ah.
And this
This is the Ashoka.
makes her very sad.
Ashoka is associated with sadness, I suppose, because of Sita sitting down the Ashoka tree.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not
So
sure.
she's sad and overwhelming sadness which emanates in the heart.
And finally, the fifth arrow is the blue water lilies. And it kills
Oh my
her.
God.
Kills in the sense, she becomes
Dampens the entire spirit. So it is such a beautiful lily, but then when it hits you, I think it's so piercing that you lose everything and become almost inhuman and a non-entity. Yeah?
Yes.
So beautiful.
So this can be done as a sanchari for Poomaran Kanayum Ayude.
So these are the various sancharis that can be done for a single line. That is the second stanza of Maa Moham.
Yes.
Lovely. In this charanam, the Nayika begs the Sakhi not to get angry. She says, "Is it fair? Can you get angry? Please go and get my beloved." So it is very different from the Adi Sivanai, where she was asking, are you scared of anybody? Is there anything secretive in this? So that is a chiding charanam, whereas this is a charanam in which she is imploring and sympathizing and begging the sakhi. Very pertinent to note at this point when we come to the last sahityam of the Ettigade. Master Vadhya was an ardent devotee of Sri Venkatachalapathy, and this Varnam is very special because it pertains to Lord Venkatachalapathy. In this, the last sahityam, the Nayika says, Nane Anudinamu Ennekyam Tiruvadiye, I will pray to the Lord. Yenadu Udalum Uyirum Avandanadi. And then he goes on to say, Itu Pollada Kalamadi, it's very bad timing. Vandalum Vandadadi, Kollamal Kolladadi. Nallorum, Yellorum, Magildida, Kanam Varuman. So there is still hope. Kanam Varuman, Manam Purivan, Anandiduvan, Arul Taruman. So, Kalladalum, Pillanalum, Avane, Yen. So this is actually Master's prayer to Lord Venkateshwara, whom he believed in all through his life, who was his Ishtadevate, if I may say so. Uma, in any Varnam, the standard format is where a Nayika shows her love for the Nayika, the Lord. And she often seeks the assistance or the help of a sakhi to attain the Lord.
Yes.
So what is this in that? Can you just explain that?
Yes. Actually, Shringara is a means of showing bhakti. It is called Madhura Bhakti. The Nayaki is the Jivatma. She wants to attain the union with the Paramatma or the Nayaka, and the Sakhi is the Guru or the spiritual guide who helps her in the attainment. And actually when we see the dancers, we think many people think it is the love between a man and a woman, but it is not that. It is something more deeper.
Yeah.
It's something much deeper.
Much more special.
Much more special. It is a means of showing the bhakti.
Yeah. It's the philosophy behind
Yes.
the Varnam which is important.
That the 9 Mars, each one showed their bhakti in different ways.
Right.
Like Sambandar. It was like the like father and son relationship. And Appar, he he treated himself as a slave of the Lord. And it was the Sundarar, we know that he even sent the Lord as a messenger to his
Correct.
the Nayaki's house, and so he treated him as a friend. And it was Manika Vasagar who treated himself as the Nayaki, and they all showed their bhakti in different ways. And in Padavarnams we actually do this. like the Nayiki, seeking attainment, seeking salvation, and she wants to, unite with the Lord, who is the Paramatma.
And the Guru, the Sakhi, plays
Actually,
a very
important, yes, very
role.
important role. The Sakhi plays a very important role.
Fantastic. We have come to the end of this lecture demonstration, and I must tell you that it has been a journey for me, for Uma, and for Pavitra. Actually, this took a long time for us to get to this day when we can record the whole thing together. And this has been the third lecture demonstration for the series. We had intended that we will do one every month, but the COVID came and kind of put a spoke in the wheel, and everybody who was supposed to do it backed out. Circumstances were such that we could not record. So, but anyway, we have done this now. So hopefully now, after all the disease has gone by and flown and is a tale of the year, I presume that all the other lecture demonstrations will go on as scheduled. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And if there are any questions and any doubts that you would like to ask Uma or marginally me, because of what I had interactions with Master learning these beautiful pieces, you could please feel free to clarify your doubts.